Welcome back, folks, to Farming Simulator 2022. We're back at Willow Farms here, and it is springtime now, and we have to keep an eye on some stuff. For one, let's check the water in here. We're going to get back to that menu here in a second, but you can see the food is going down pretty quickly on the chickens. We have no more food left. What is in there is all we got. And we're going to see if you can tell right here. We might, keyword might, be able to make it to June and get our barley harvest to save our butts when it comes to that. You know, the chicken's starving to death. We could buy wheat from the store, but I want to try not to if I don't need to. And then also, let's look here. We could add some water here, actually, in a little bit. But they are going actually pretty well. Is there any water in that? Oh, there is water in that. We should probably grab right here and go ahead and get some water locked out. I feel really confident now. I know we burned up a lot of money in the last episode, guys, buying that tractor and the cultivator or the seeder, but we needed that. That was what was holding us back. And now today, as we look in here, there we go. We have a cultivator for 2,300, and it is twice as wide, I think, is the one we have. Let's see. Cultivator. It's a little bit more than twice as wide, and it's 2 miles an hour faster, which, probably is going to be about 3 times as quick as our old one, which is great. So I have the water in here. Is that doing pretty good? Oh, it's pretty good now. I brought our cultivator up here, and as you can see, we are going to go ahead and sell this, and we are going to buy ourselves this cultivator. We don't need the wide tires. Now, let's go ahead and see if this thing is going to need repairs. Actually, this is on, again, a perfect match for our you can see right there's our cultivator, and our seeder is 180 horse. So it is right close to kind of what we, if we need to run it with Cool Blue, we can. If not, we got big old Clifford. So now I'm really glad that we put the duals on Clifford with the cultivator, because that is the one that you're going to need the most traction with. Boy, does that look really good together. That New Holland, Cool Blue, and this new cultivator. I am really pumped. So the only thing now that is holding us back in our whole deal, like if we had to be really picky, would be our baler, which to me, I'm not even that worked up about, and our harvester, which is an expensive deal. And we are now down to $100. We are ultra broke. We are living life on the razor's edge. Also, guys, if my voice sounds a little different, I am losing my voice. I mentioned about it yesterday's episode. I actually am recording these all at once. Ooh, that is nice and wide. That I am recording these all at once, so my voice is going to be probably not super amazing for today's episode and tomorrow's episode. At least will be recording both of them today. When I record them together, it saves a little bit of time, and it helps the flow of the video, because I kind of know what we did in the one before it pretty good. That, or I always record right after I edit the previous version. That way I kind of know what we did really well in the previous episode. But we are into April, and we are now completely flat broke. I don't think it gets much broker than what we just became. But honestly, we're sitting good. Now, because we have no more money, This summer is not going to be the most exciting, to be honest with you. I mean, it will once we get our harvest done, because we will be checking out all this new equipment with the new seeder and all that, and new cultivator. But if you're wondering why, too, I sold that other cultivator, even the corn planter is small. If we do need something other than the shallow cultivator, we do have that subsoiler, which is actually was the same size. It was slightly bigger and is the same exact speed as what our cultivator was, or pretty close to it. It was, so we could always use that if we needed to. You know, it's crazy. These signs, they just keep jumping out in front of me. Also, you can see our trees are starting to grow. So that's going to be a long-term down the road project, I feel. They're not growing too quick. But I'm just topping off the greenhouse with water. We're going to get it all the way full. And I think I'm actually going to go fill it again just to make sure it's sitting here full as well. All right, we are back. We had not much happen all the way through June. I just been picking up honey pellets. And as you can see, these chickens have been going nuts too. They have been super producing. And I want to show you guys one thing. Let's back out there. I'm trying to make sure I don't mess anything up real bad. We're going to leave them other eggs there for right now. But if you look over here, oh wait, yeah, this is the harvester. We can't afford, clearly. I couldn't even afford the header attachment for this guy. But that is the best harvester in the game. We aren't going to be looking for something like that. We need something, I kind of feel like, in this tier here. Either the top liner, this, or the John Deere. I mean, maybe as high as that, too, if it was a really good deal. But for me, personally, I don't know that we could make that big of a jump. It'd be on the border if the time came. But right now, if any of these came, we wouldn't be able to afford it any hoozle. Maybe the top liner, but that's about it. Alright, so as you can see right here, what I was actually trying to show you is we only had 3,000 left. So we had 1 month left of grain. And as you guys can see, we are ready to harvest. I am so pumped. So this year went by pretty quick because with a limited amount of money, there's not a whole lot you can be doing. In fact, I was worried about, I thought about baling, but it was almost too late. Oh, our trees grew one more growth. That's really cool. Huh. Can we drive into them now? Do they stop us? Oh, they stop us now. We can't drive through them anymore. Alright. So, let's go ahead. Oh, and we're going to get straw out of this as well. We need to enable straw. There we go. And today, we are going to do a harvester montage. So, speedy up at engaged. Boy, this thing is not a rocket. Huh. That went better in my head. Well, at least we named him right. Well, I guess Krusty wasn't so bad after all. Dang, was pretty sure I was gonna get air over them railroad tracks. Alright, we got quite a bit of barley from that. I actually filled up the chicken coop. We got 25,000 liters in the silo as we speak. And that's doing pretty good. So I think we're out of the dark now on, feeding the chickens. I think we're good. But as you guys can see, I made a swirly mess in the montage. But that's okay, because I wanted an excuse to use our brand new, well, new to us, our rake, or windrower, but I call it a rake. Alright, so let's lower it. Let's turn it on. And let's zoom out and see how good this is here. Alright, so it's getting 3 rows. That's worth my time. And we actually are gonna run straw off this barley into straw bales with our little baler. And we're gonna see how that goes. That might be taking our baler to the limit, but it might be a lot of fun too. Yeah, I know I don't have access to your land. Just for that eventually, I think I'm gonna buy this field next actually. Alright, let's get them lined up again. And I'm guessing we're going to get a fair amount of straw bales. We're obviously probably not going to keep them all. But, yeah, I think there's going to be way too much straw in here. I thought about grabbing the straw with our forager wagon. But to be honest with you, it's, our forager wagon's tiny. It only holds, let's see, I think it's like 16,000 liters. Yeah, 16,000 liters, which is not very good. Also, I would really like it when I pick Imperial to switch all this stuff to Imperial too, which would be super handy, but it doesn't. Alright, well, I'm going to rake all the fields, and then I will bring you back with the baler. Okay, we had to fix Cool Blue. That was another $3,000. It was getting pretty wore down. And if we go over now, I have the baler. And let's turn it on. I figure this would be a good opportunity to use Little Blue. Oh my gosh. Little Blue has got straw diarrhea. Wow. Now I'm really glad I didn't use the forager wagon. This would have went really bad. I wonder if we're gonna hit the straw limit. Huh. I guess we'll have to see here. Obviously, we're gonna have to sell some of these, and I was thinking about selling these ones, because if you look at where we are on the map, we're closer to the animal thing than our house. And we could have kept the ones down on the farm for animals, but I'm a little nervous because these things are coming out like rockets. Actually, it's kind of like a machine gun going off, really. Holy cow. Oh, I really messed that up. Caveman Dave. Cave Dave hitting wrong buttons again. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to keep bailing here, guys, and let you know how this turns out. I'm a little worried. Maybe picking up bales for 10 years. Okay, I am all done baling up, and I just thought of, or I was looking at the stats to see how many bales we had. And if you can see, we have 172 bales produced, and 201 bales in the total in our world that we've made. Now, for you guys that play PC, you guys don't have this, but on console, even on PS5, we have a 200 bale count, slot count, max cap. And so with 201, it's a good thing we sold them 2 bales a couple episodes ago because we literally only have room for one more to create one more bale, and it was pretty close too. It was 83% on that last one. However, guys, we don't have the time to pick up 100 or 172 bales today. We got some in the shed too. That's where the other part of them are. But so we'll have 199 bales, and we're gonna have to probably sell some of them because we're not gonna be able to make any more. And as much as I like this little baler, it's not gonna help us because that's gonna. I mean, if we can't hit our bale limit every time, it's gonna be rough. So I've already been online recording today for about 14 hours. I'm gonna call it a day, guys, and we will see you next time, folks. Have a good one.